In addition, we have a sort of second order. We actually kind of skip over the mid-range. We do have sort of a normal ramp in terms of both leveling and achievements, but we tend to skip over a lot of the kind of 20 to 30 minute loop and go straight for the hour with our, we call them word packs. They're basically quests in MMO parlance. We target something that's a much longer range with smaller bursts along the way for that. So you really build up a sense of achievement, even though the actual, it's very low touch. It's very kind of lightweight experience, but you get a nice sort of endorphin burst when you actually complete something that's really hard.
And you mentioned loading times. That's an interesting one, actually, because if you're playing, I don't care if it takes Call of Duty 2 minutes to load, right? Because I'm going to be playing it for a couple of hours, so I can, go and get a drink or something. But if you're playing the game for like 10 minutes or 20 minutes, if you've got a minute loading time, you're dead. So what's the loading time on your game, Jason, and how have you guys mitigated that?
We actually worked really hard to build in some really smart technology about how we do streaming. And so we actually built a fairly sophisticated streamer that tried to, and we've been adjusting it left and right and constantly trying to improve it, to get the people into the world as fast as possible and then gradually add pieces of the components of the gameplay. So we kind of built a theme park. You might think of it as a superhero theme park. And we added a variety of different rides to the experience. So we have a collectible card game, which is a PvP battle. We have the 4-player cooperative battle. We have some arcade games that are 1 minute to 2 minute experiences. So those load in different phases, but you can get into the game world pretty fast. Right. And within the game world, that's the social experience. So we designed it that way on purpose to try to get people in there, at least communicating with other players, hanging out. And while they were hanging out, they didn't notice that in the background the rest of the rides were arriving. And that's how we try to cover up the fact that we do push a lot of data.
And